The Books of Magra is composed of a lot of elements. It's very rich. It's got quite the magnitude about it. And when it first came into my awareness, it was an exhilarating and a terrifying feeling. It was exhilarating because I strongly felt it. I strongly identified with it. It utilized every aspect of myself and every corner and alcove of interest that I was aware of. And that felt very powerful. It felt very nourishing. It felt supportive. And it felt unendingly expansive in terms of experience and creative work. But along with that exhilaration was being terrified by it. And the terror part was about the exhilarating part, which was all of these areas of interest which I had a large deal of knowledge about or very little at all. But the terror piece was also about, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to make it happen? Which actually translates into a much direct, subtler idea, which is, how am I going to get it done? Will I ever finish this? Will I finish the Books of Magra? And over the years of working on the Books of Magra and being more and more in accord with it, being more of it, that question of will it ever get finished has been addressed many times and in many ways. And what that question has become is, it hasn't become what it was originally, which was a state of urgency, a kind of, panic. It's become an understanding that I already know this completed. My sense of it, how visceral that is, how close the work is to me every day, and how at any moment I don't have to just be in this studio. I can be out for a walk. I can be having dinner. I can be asleep. I always have degrees and possibilities of insight with it. And that means that it's not so much about it being finished. It's about my relationship with it. It's about how much it is of me and I am of it. So one analogy that you could use is that, imagine that on your wall you have a map of the world. I imagine some of you do. And when you look at that map, have you been everywhere? Have you visited all those places? And so it's very much in the same way for me, is that I've been shown a knowing. Now that knowing is not just about thought. It's not just about what I see with my mind, but I feel it in ways that I just sometimes don't have words for. But I have that knowing of its totality. So in a sense, it's completed right with me, because it's that sense of completion that, more than anything else, is what encourages me. Its totality, if you will, speaks to me about its elements, about its features, about its ornamentations, about the details where things connect, and then the macro elements and how they connect. So just like that map on the wall, it's a presentation, in a sense, in a way, of what is. And so back to that original question of, will I ever finish the Books of Magra? Well, there came a time when I stopped thinking about that. There came a time when I stopped asking myself, how will I get it done and when will that be? In fact, I have to admit that there was a time when I used to tell people, I just want to get this done before I die. That's no longer the case. What is the case is that it is with me in its totality. And every day and every moment that I am able to receive an awareness of it and create or express from that awareness, my sense of completion is there.